So, sorry I'm late. So, have you guys started?
Yeah, we already started.
So can anybody tell me what is the synopsis?
Mm,
Synopsis is
Step by Wicked Step. Chapter 7. Robbo's Story.
My mom and dad split up when I was young. When dad left, the beard moved in with us. I don't mind him, but my sister, Kelly, hates him and calls him the beard. His name is actually Roy. Kelly said she would poison the beard if it weren't for Dumper, Mom and Roy's son. Dumper's the problem. Dumper is 3 years old and he adores Roy. He follows Roy everywhere. Even when Dumper is playing, the moment he knows Roy is back, he stops everything and jumps into his father's arms. Once, when Roy and Mom had a fight and Roy went away for a while, Dumper kept asking for Roy. Although Roy came back, Kelly and I took the opportunity to try and get Mom and Dad back together. But it didn't work out.
We'll keep trying.
What about Dumper? Dumper's the problem.
He'll have to adjust. You and I did.
One day, when Roy was trying to make Kelly listen to him,
Don't tell me what to do. You're not my father.
Roy, let go of Kelly!
I can't tell her what to do because she isn't my daughter?
that started the argument. Roy stopped sending Kelly to school, stopped buying her favorite cereal, and on the day it started snowing, didn't want to send us tobogganing. He decided to clear out the shed instead, and Dumper stayed outside with him in the cold.
Dumper, you're going to freeze outside. Come in.
Dumper refused to move. Even after Mom and I had tried our best to persuade him to come in, he wouldn't budge. Roy wouldn't come in either. Roy is fed up with everything, Mom. He'd like to leave, but Dumper's the problem.
Our arguments are over small matters. Everything will be all right in time.
No, it won't, Mom. I can't stand him any longer. I hate everything about him. I will never get used to him. He will never be part of my family. I want to live with Dad.
Do you really?
Yes, Mom. I really dislike him.
Mom gave in. Kelly will be moving in with my dad next week. Mom has been sorting everything out at Dad's house. She might also leave Dumper with us so that she and Roy can go on a holiday. Dumper won't be a problem. So, now, we are all going to begin afresh. Do you think Kelly is running away like Richard?
No, Kelly is just trying to find a way to make things work. Claudia, Pixie and I have done it. Colin is doing it too when he runs away. He won't just disappear. He's going to find something that works.
Maybe I ought to disappear and let my mom know how it feels to be miserable.
You cannot do that. It'll only make things worse. Listen, someone has to make the effort to patch things up. And if you are the one who can do it, then do it.
It's time we put the album back.
Ralph and Claudia kept the album in the drawer. There, Claudia found the leg from Charlotte's little wooden cow. She took the wooden cow from the windowsill and gave it and its leg to Ralph.
Maybe this might help Colin.
I'll put it in his bag.
It's not a bluebird, but who knows? It might work.
Anis, you were on teams, right? So what is the team?
The themes are... Hello and Assalamualaikum. Okay, I want to tell the themes for this story, chapter 7, Robbo story. The first theme is dealing with adversities. Young children and adults may find difficulties with dealing with frustration, fears and sadness. For example, Robbie and Kelly had to face the hardship when their parents divorced and their mother got married with Roy. The second theme is coping with change. All pain eventually heals and that we have the power to change things for the better. For instance, Robbo and Kelly had to cope with the change when their mother got married to Roy. The third theme, last but not least, is dealing with separation and divorce. It deals with a social phenomenon that many people are experiencing. The idea of divorce as somehow horrible, separation and divorce and the events leading up to them interrupts the stability and the predictability the children need. For example, Robbo and Kelly had to deal with separation with their dad when their mom divorced with their dad.
Wait guys, where's Atika? Is she doing the plot for this story?
Yeah, where is she? I don't know. Maybe she has class or something.
Aman? Wait.
Huh?
She's on Skype. Let's ask her.
Now, I will explain about the plot of Robbo's story. Exposition. Robbo's parents divorced when he was 6 years old. His mother Hope marries Roy, but his sister Kelly hates Roy. The rising action, their stepbrother Dampa is born. Everyone loves Dampa. Dampa really likes Roy and follows him around. Kelly tries to reunite her parents in order to get rid of Roy. The climax, Roy blows up at Kelly for disobeying him. Hope takes her daughter's side. Roy and Hope's relationship becomes strained. The following action, one day, Roy and Dampa refuse to come into the house out of the cold. Robbo explained to Hope and Kelly that Roy is very unhappy with the strained atmosphere in the house. Kelly finally tells Hope that she doesn't want to live with Roy anymore. And the resolution, it is decided that Kelly will go and have her own life with her father. Roy and Hope's relationship is on the mend. That's all, thank you.
Wait, who did characters and characteristics again? I think me.
I think another one. Me. Oh.
Well then, can we start?
Yeah, let's start.
Okay. Okay. In this Robbo story, Robbo is the main character of this story. Okay, the characteristic of Robbo. Firstly is patient. This can be shown when he does not rebel with Roy, even Roy has treated him badly. Second one is helpful. He always helps Holly in all her work. Third is responsible. He's responsible to all his siblings, Holly and Dumba. And the fourth, Robbo is a determined person. Next, second character is Roy. Roy is Robbo's stepfather. The characteristics of Roy is he loves picking on Holly. He gets angry very quickly. And lastly, he always bully Holly in all things that he wants to do with her. That's all.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and hi guys. So now I'm going to talk about the minor character in chapter 7. Minor character. Okay. The first minor character in this story is Kelly. Okay. As we know, Kelly is Robbo's sister. She is a very stubborn, and even though Roy, which is her stepfather, has done amazing things for her family, she always sees Roy as a bad man that made her parents divorce. Okay, next one is Kelly is also a hot-tempered girl. Even though Roy just done such a very small mistake, but she couldn't forgive him. Okay, furthermore, she is also a smart girl. She always finds ways on how to reunite her parents back. I think that's all. Last minor character in this story is Sumpa. Sumpa is like a young boy. Okay, he is a Robbo's half brother and a son of Hope and Roy. Okay. He is 3 years old and he is also an adorable child. This is because he had been loved by the whole family. He also loved his dad so much. When Roy had a fight between Kelly and Hope, then Roy went out with Hope in the cool weather. So when Roy went out of home in the cool weather, Sumpa followed him even though it was cool. I think that's all. Okay, next minor character in the story is Hope. Okay, as we know that she is Robbo's, Kelly and Sumpa's mother and also wife of Roy. She is concerned about her children's needs. For example, when Kelly said she can't stand living with Roy, she said, Hope said that she will let Kelly stay with her ex-husband. Okay, next one is protective. Okay. She is also a protective mom. She will never let Roy interfere with her children's business because when Roy interfered with Kelly's business, she met with Roy. That's all.
So, mine? What about literary devices? Mine. You mine?
What? What am I supposed to do again?
Literary devices.
Oh, literary devices. Okay, literary devices is... Oh, hi. Now we move on to the literary device. In this story, Robbo's story, we managed to get one literary device, which is repetition. The word "dump-off the problem" is repeated at pages of 107, 112, 119, and 125. Thank you.
Tina, what are the settings? Tina.
Huh? What?
The settings.
The settings?
Yes.
The settings are... Now, I'm going to talk about the settings in Chapter 7, Dampos Problems. There are two settings here. First is time settings and place settings. The first time setting is in the morning, where every morning, Roy drives Kelly to school. However, one Wednesday morning, he decided he wasn't going to drive her anymore because he said that he only gives leaves to people who were civil to him. This is on page 114. So the third is on Thursday. Roy came home without Kelly's favorite cereal because he said that he only shopped for people who say thank you as if they mean it. The fourth is on Friday. The incident where Roy was driving Kelly and Robbo to Hawksmoor Hill with their toboggans, although Mom's car was in the garage being fixed. Next is place settings. The first place setting is at Mom's and Roy's house. The incident that happened at this place is the incident where Robbo's moms and dad split up. Another incident where dad moved out and Roy moved in. As Kelly said, our dad went out to work for years and years to pay for a nice house and all the furniture. And now the Beards moved in and taken everything. And it is not fair. This setting was on page 105 and 106. Second is at hospital. This is the place where Robbo is sent to after he fall down the stairs. This is also the place where Dampos was born. The third is Gina's ice cream parlor. It is the place that Kelly and Robbo have been planned to meet up their moms and dad. It was described on page 109. The fourth is Dad's house. This is the place that Kelly hates very much. She said that it was cool, nasty, and horrible. Another incident was Kelly moved to Dad's house at the end of next week. It was on page 124. Thank you.
Anis, what's the moral values of this story? Anis, I'm talking to you.
Oh, what?
The moral values of this story.
Oh, the moral values for this story is, the first one is family is everything. Love is the factor that binds the family together, but sometimes the family unit breaks down due to a lack of understanding between parents. Most of the time, children are not prepared for such a situation, and this lands them in an awkward and painful situation. It is important to minimize the impact of a divorce on children and to make sure they do not feel unwanted or unimportant. Parents must always try to keep the family together despite the breakdown in their relationship. The next one is, patience is a virtue. It is important to practice a lot of patience in difficult times. No parents would want a divorce if they can't help it. Hence, everyone affected by a divorce must be patient and tolerant. The next one is, they must learn to adapt to new situations. Children from broken homes have no choice but to learn to adapt to new situations. This may be unfair to the children who seem to be the victim of circumstances beyond their control. And last but not least is honesty and straightforwardness. Honesty and frankness lead to a better understanding between people and to healing of relationships. Robbo's honesty helped his mother to accept the idea of letting Kelly live with her father. The solution saved Hope and Roy's marriage. Well, I guess that's the end, right? We've done everything. Yes. Let's go back, people.
You never put your love out on the line. You never said yes to the right guy. You never had trouble getting what you want. But when it comes to you, I'm never good enough.
The third is, sekejap sekali lagi, lambat pula.
Robbo's
Dah salah ni.
With the dumb
Allah.